Hey, it is 7 o'clock on this Friday morning. Great to have you with us. We're kind of doing a check-in. Where are you from? Where are you listening? What are you doing this weekend? Being nosy.
Give us the skinny.
That's right. Give us the lowdown. And you can do that by giving us a jingle.
At 800-221-9356, or you can just text it in as well.
Right, that's right. Text the same number. So just where are you at? What are you doing this weekend maybe? Had a few folks respond already, but yeah, so let us know. Also, we're doing our mid-morning show coffee break on Facebook Live right now, and so you can join us there as well, and maybe check in on Facebook if you want to do that. 7:01, here is For Him and a classic called Where There Is Faith on Moody Radio Quad Cities. Good morning. Happy Friday!
Yay! Looking forward to some Z's tomorrow.
Yes.
So what are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing this weekend? You got some plans? Go ahead and comment and maybe some things that you're planning for this weekend.
Right? Yeah, well, you also did a interview with a guy that has a podcast called Where Are You From? Mm-hmm. And so maybe you're not from the Quad Cities area, but you're from someplace else, or maybe you're listening or watching from someplace else.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
That'd be kind of cool to see where people are listening from or watching from today. Or maybe you're, like you said when we were talking about this, maybe you're from the South somewhere, or you're from the Northeast, or from out West, whatever. Let us know where you're from on Facebook today.
I've lived in Illinois my whole life, but you've been around.
Yes. There's that song, that old country song, I've been everywhere, man.
I've been everywhere.
I haven't been quite everywhere, but yes, we have moved, I think, 27 times, 28
Oh, my
times
goodness.
in our 30 plus years of marriage. And so, but yeah, Montana, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Arizona, Illinois. Yeah, so I've been quite a few places. So,
Hi to Heidi this morning.
hi, Heidi. Thanks for watching and joining us this morning.
So I grew up in the Chicago area, so outside of Chicago in the suburbs, and
Yeah.
then moved down here. And now my kids have gone outside of the state, though. I have
Right.
one in California and one in Colorado.
Wow.
So I get to visit other places. But where are you from? And what brought you here to the Quad Cities?
Right? That'd be kind of cool. Hey, Julie. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you watching this morning on our mid-morning show coffee break. Yeah, what we're doing today, if you're just joining us, is we're finding out where are you from. Maybe what you're going to do this weekend or anything like that is what we're doing on the air as well. So you can let us know about that. It's always interesting to find out, where people are from, maybe some of the things in their past, their culture, or their family traditions, different things like that. Because if people grow up in the South, it's obviously there's some different traditions or things that they like to do as opposed to, say, Maine,
Right.
or Washington State or whatever. So
Do you
always-
say soda or pop?
right? Yeah,
Things like this.
yeah, soda pop. Yeah, that's right. But so I remember, and also growing up, I've lived in a lot of places too. I lived in Kentucky, and then I lived in Montana. So my dad's side of the family is from Kentucky, and then my mom's side of the family is from Minnesota, and so we'd go to Minnesota quite often too when I was a kid. So yeah, been all over the place.
So where's your heart? I mean, if you were to say, this place had my heart.
That would be different stages of life. Growing up, and I still have a special place in my heart for Montana, just because that's where I grew up most of my time. But
Yeah.
also, I don't know, I just love the outdoors. I love the hunting and fishing and just being able to get out and be away from everything. Out in Montana, there's so much space to go out and just be out and about. But I really fell in love with Arizona when we lived there for a while, too. And we didn't live there that long, but I just fell in love with it because of, you were like in a different world. Mm-hmm. I remember when we lived there, and my wife had to go back to Nebraska to get some things that we had left when we moved because we didn't have room for it in the moving truck. And so she and I can't remember who went with her, went back to, and it was wintertime, and she was calling me. They were on the interstate in a blizzard, trying to tie some stuff down on top of the van. Here I was, and it was 70 degrees down in Tucson, finding it hard to relate to the blizzard.
Yes.
For Him, Where There Is Faith on Moody Radio at 7:06. Good morning. It is Ken and Deb with you on this Friday morning doing a check-in this morning about where you're listening from today.
That's right. So where are you from? Where are you listening in from? And maybe what you planning on doing this weekend? Is your church starting up this weekend? That might be a question to answer, and let us know about that this morning. But yeah, it's kind of like just a get-together time. We haven't had many of those in person.
No.
But it sure is nice to be able to just chat with people and find out about their lives. And so we want to find out about you this morning.
Sure.
And what you're doing and how your life is going.
That's right. We're also on Facebook Live this morning, our mid-morning show coffee break. And Heidi's on there. Carolyn's on there. Also, let's see, we also had Julie's on there as well. And Heidi said that national parks are on her agenda. So,
oh, yeah.
That sounds fun.
Uh-huh.
And so where are you from? What are you listening, or where are you listening from? And maybe if you have some plans for the weekend, what are you going to do? Going back to church, whatever. Let us know. Call or text us, 800-221-9356. So Heidi was saying that she's been to the Middle East, but never west of Omaha. Something that she intends to change soon.
Oh, yeah. There's so many beautiful places out west. Got to do that. Got to travel.
I had never been, well, I take that back. I had been to Washington and Oregon when I was a really young kid. My dad was in trucking, a truck driver, and he took me with him one time. We went out to Portland and up and down the coast to, delivering loads and stuff, and got a chance to go and see some of that area of the country when I was little. But then I really didn't appreciate it as much, but I went out a few years ago. My daughter and son-in-law were out there for his work and got a chance to be out there for like a week or two with them in their camper and going up and down the area and then traveling back. And that was beautiful. I loved the seeing the ocean out in Oregon. And we went down and saw, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie Goonies, but they have that, I think it's called the Haystack Rock. But we got to see that and be there.
Neat.
And it was very beautiful. So I love that part of the country as well.
Oh, it's gorgeous along the coast there on the west coast of the U.S.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to go there, I would highly recommend that.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, where are you listening from this morning? See Carolyn's on there. And so thanks, Carolyn. Appreciate you joining us.
Also, you mentioned about, well, actually, I think we're going to talk about something coming up that has to do with baseball and different sports.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But we'll hold off on that because I think we're getting to the end of this segment. But yeah, maybe you're going to play some sports this weekend, or maybe you've got some outdoor games that you're playing because of COVID-19. Are there any good social distancing yard games?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
badminton wouldn't be too bad.
That'd be fine. Horseshoes, because you can stay more than 6 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
Playing horseshoes. I haven't played horseshoes in forever. Love
Actually,
playing
bags
that, though.
would work too.
The cornhole game, that works good, too, so. It is 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is Ken and Deb here. Thanks so much for being along with us. And we're talking about where you been, where you from, where you listening from. I think we got somebody on the line with us this morning.
Oh, good.
Morning, Moody Radio. Who's this? Hello? Maybe we lost him.
Oh, that's sad.
It's all right.
Give us a call back.
That's right. Give us a jingle. But if you want to let us know where you're from, what are you doing today, where are you at, or what you going to do this weekend, let us know. You can call or text us, 800-221-9356.
Also, you can listen to Moody Radio in all different ways. And one of the ways that you can listen to Moody Radio is on your smart speaker.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you would like to have Alexa get us tuned in every day, it's really easy to set up, and you can find those instructions by going to actually moodyradio.org/Quad Cities. It's right there on the main page, ways to listen.
That's right. So with that, I was doing that when I was broadcasting from home, and I would go down to get coffee. I had my smart speaker downstairs, and so I would go Moody Radio, or I'd go, Alexa, play Moody Radio Quad Cities on TuneIn, and boom, it would play it. And so I'd have it there while I was making my coffee, and I could kind of keep track of what's going on. So it's really easy to do once you get it set up. But yeah, if you go to moodyradio.org/Alexa, or you go to our website, you can get that all set up. And I think we've got somebody else on the line here. Moody Radio, hi, who's this?
This is Chad from Kewanee.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, Chad, how are you?
Doing well. How are you this morning?
Doing good. Doing good. So, any plans for the weekend?
Not this weekend, but the following weekend, Calvary Baptist Church in Kewanee is going to reopen their doors.
All right.
Wonderful. So, well, how are you doing that? What plans are you making to open up?
We're going to have people wear masks as they come into the building. We are going to seat them every other pew. Families will be sitting together. They can remove their masks once they're seated, and then, of course, no shaking hands or any of that kind of stuff yet.
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing it in phases. We're going to try and be smart about this.
Yeah, good. Any initial reaction from people? Yeah, are they excited about seeing each other again and stuff? Or
yes, we've been making a few visits, checking up on people and everything, and the general reaction is everybody is very excited about it.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready to be back into church.
That's cool. That's very good. Well, thanks for checking in, Chad. Have a great weekend, all right?
Yeah, thank you for what you guys do.
Yeah, appreciate you listening. It is 7:13. You can check in as well. Call or text 800-221-9356. Here's Matthew West and The God Who Stays.
So, guys, I just got an announcement that I didn't realize it's National Donut Day.
It is?
I just got a gas station telling me they want to give me a free donut.
Really?
So
are they willing to deliver it? We could give them the address.
All I would say is, do not say no.
Oh, boy. Oh, Deb. But
I'm reaching for that one.
You were. We got the whole point of that. Sorry. Anyway, so hey, there you go. Go get some donuts.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
I haven't had a donut in a while. Well, partially because for 2 months almost I was at home broadcasting, so we didn't really have them at home. So anyway, but yeah. So one thing I was curious about, because for me, it's been a weird spring for me, because normally what kind of gets me out of the winter mode and into a mindset of spring and summer, and that is when baseball starts. And so we got a little bit of baseball before everything hit. They were starting to do spring training, stuff like that. And then COVID-19 hit and basically shut down everything. No baseball. And so it's been a really weird season for me, no pun intended, of not having my favorite sport, baseball, because I'm still kind of in that winter mindset on the way, and even though it's hot, but because I haven't really transitioned into spring yet because there's no baseball. Now, I understand that there's talks of them starting back up maybe in July, if the owners and players can get everything squared away. I was reading also that the Cubs TV announcers, if they go on when the team goes on the road, they're going to have to do the announcing remotely from in Chicago. I think.
That would
so
be
that'll be
so
interesting.
Unusual.
Yeah, and so anyway, it's going to be a no pun intended again. It's going to be a whole new ball game.
Yes.
But and of course, since look at the back of my phone, you can see that I'm a Cubs fan. But so how are you handling? Another question we can throw out there: how are you handling without sports? I mean, a lot of people love sports, and they spend a lot of time watching it or listening to it or following it. And so, yeah, how have you been How you been doing? Kathy loves baseball as well. Go, Kathy.
Maybe we could talk about your favorite team. That would make you feel a little bit more like we're in the season this morning. If people want to just mention their favorite team.
Yeah. No judging.
We're making a list.
No, I you know what?
Cub fans, non-Cub fans.
That's right. Those are the only two
So,
options.
for the future, giving away prizes, we kind of, well, let's check that list here. No, I'm just kidding. It's
but
just
yeah,
for fun.
so how are you adjusting? I mean, how have you been doing without, baseball or other sports? I mean, there's, I know that NASCAR is started back up, and they've been doing some races without fans and things like that, but so it's just not quite the same. But anyway, so that's another thing you can comment on here on our Facebook Live this morning on the Mid-Morning Show Coffee Break. Matthew West and the God Who Stays on Moody Radio Quad Cities at 7:17. Good morning. It is Ken and Deb here as we are also doing our Mid-Morning Show Coffee Break live on Facebook this morning.
Oh, Jody in Princeton is getting ready to go camping.
Yes.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yes.
I wonder, Jody, are you camping in a tent? Or are you camping in a camper? I was just talking to my son yesterday about this. He would like to get a little camper sometime.
Okay. Yeah, those are fun. I have a friend of mine that is like Mr. Outdoorsman. He takes a tarp and his sleeping bag and just a very few utensils, and he goes camping. And he knows how to set up this tarp in a way that with the fire that he has and everything like that, directed in the right way to where he can stay warm no matter. He goes camping in the winter. And
Under a tarp?
Yeah, with a tarp. Yeah, he has a certain way of doing it. I'm going, you are a bigger man than me.
Wow.
But he loves to camp and does
my.
it and does Facebook Live while he's,
That's kind of extreme camping.
It
to
is.
me.
It is. Some people call going to the hotel camping, So that's kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. But thanks, Jody, for checking in. That's what we're doing this morning. We're finding out where you're listening from, maybe what you got going on this weekend. Maybe you're going back to church. A lot of churches are starting to open back up. What are you excited about that? You can let us know as well. Call or text 800-221-9356.
Oh, wow. Heidi's nephew coaches at West Point. Must be football. That's really cool. And Kathy said the California Angels are her favorite team.
Yep. So now she has a tie to my Cubs. She has Joe Madden as her head coach.
Okay.
As the manager for the Angels now. So there you go. So
That's new news to me.
I can see you're a huge baseball fan, Deb. But yeah, it's interesting how, managers like Joe Madden for that. He started off but early in his career, he worked for the Angels for a lot of years and then moved around in the league and different things like that. And then now back as the manager of the Angels. So pretty cool.
So, Ken, if you were to be on the Cubs team, where would you like to be on the field?
In my younger days, when I was much more spry and fast, I would have loved to have been shortstop. I wasn't much. I didn't like the outfield for some reason. I just couldn't judge the ball well coming off the bat and seeing how the distance of how far it's a skill, it's a talent to be able to do that. But I loved the action, and so shortstop is been my favorite position.
It might be one of the reasons I really don't like baseball is I got hit in the face trying to catch a fly ball.
Oh, wow.
I have no skill.
But yeah, so anyway, if you're watching on Facebook Live here this morning, we're talking about, and just joining us, we've been talking about how you handling without sports during this time. I mean, I know we're starting to see some of that coming back.
Right.
and slowly, but maybe they're going to get a baseball season in, very shortened season, but looking at starting that maybe in July.
Well, in virtual sports, is there any difference to watching that than like watching the
It'll
little
be interesting to see
horsies
watching
that
it without
Yeah.
a crowd. It is 7:21, and Ken and Deb here on this Friday morning. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hey, by the way, if you are without a job, you're looking for a job, or you're an employer and you have an opening, we have a free service, really free, that you can take advantage of to advertise your job or to look for a job.
It's called Job Watch. And an easy way to find the link that you can just click on and find all the different job openings that are on there is to text job to our phone number, 800-221-9356. Now, if you are an employer and you are looking for an employee and have some job openings, if you just connect with us via email and type in the particulars and send that off to us, we'll put it on our online job watch so others will know that you are looking for an employee.
That's right. So it's a free service. Hope you'll take advantage of that. You can text job to 800-221-9356. We'll send you the link to that. Here's Phil Wickham, Till I Found You.
Oh, Denny's on the line.
Morning, Denny.
Good morning, Ken. How are you today?
How are you, Denny?
Hey, it's a good day. How about with you?
Good, doing good. What are you up to today?
Well, I've got my Bible cracked open, getting ready for tomorrow a little bit.
Okay, good.
I wanted to call and share our men's group is resuming tomorrow.
Oh,
I thought
great.
that
Great.
might be an encouragement. We've met. We've got people from Lynn Center, Sherrard, Viola, the Aledo area, and it's been meeting over 25 years. Well, we suspended.
Wow.
Sure.
But tomorrow, Lord willing, we're opening, and we're opening out on lawns. We're starting on a lawn tomorrow, and we'll rotate rather than meeting all together in a building.
Oh, sure.
So we're encouraged with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Really a spiritual need.
Yes.
Yeah, it sure is.
So, Denny, you said you had your Bible cracked open. What are you planning on sharing with the guys tomorrow?
Well, we've asked everybody homework to bring one piece of scripture that's been an encouragement to them. But we're starting again tomorrow in James 1, and I'm looking James 1, verse starting at 2. Dear brothers and sisters, when trouble of any kind comes your way, doesn't say if, says when troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. And if we can grow toward the Lord, I mean, I need that.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think God's speaking to us in so many different ways. So I'm encouraged with it. And kind of changing paths a little bit, I do listen to you also. I use Alexa.
Oh, good.
I think Alexa wants me to learn Spanish. Because when I say play WDLM, I get a wonderful Moody station in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm staying dialed in to Moody Radio Quad Cities.
Well, good, Denny.
And I want to encourage Deb.
Adios.
God bless you.
All right. God bless.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was
That's funny.
fun. So wonderful to hear from you.
Yeah.
So feel free to call anytime,
That's right.
even if it's not doing with our conversation
Right. Hey,
that
we're all
chose.
family here.
Yeah.
That's right. So thanks for that. Hey, thanks for joining us too on our mid-morning show coffee break here on this Friday. We appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday at 7:00. We hope you have a great weekend.
Yes.
And stay safe as well.